Good morning, students. So we have started with interesting topic of the inorganic chemistry, that is coordination compounds. So in the last lecture, we have seen what are these coordination compounds, what are the ligands attached to these coordination compounds, what is the definition of these coordination compounds, and the different terminologies used for the coordination compounds. So, a coordination complex consists of central atom, it is already seen, or the ion, which is usually metallic and it's called a coordination center. And a surrounding array of bound molecules, or the ions, that are in turn known as the ligands or the complexing agents. Many metal containing the compounds, especially those of transition metals that are the D block elements, are the coordination complexes. So in coordination compounds, in a center there is the presence of central metal atom and it is coordinated with the ligands. So today we see the nomenclature and the terminologies, which are the terminologies used for this coordination complexes or the coordination compounds for the nomenclature. Coordination complexes are so the presume that their structures and the reactions are described in many ways. Sometimes confusingly, the atom within a ligand that is bounded to central metal atom or the ion is called a donor atom. In a typical complex, a metal ion is bounded to the several donor atoms which can be the same or the different. A polydentate or the multidentate bonded ligand is a molecular or ion that bonds to the central atom through several of ligands atoms. Ligands with 2, 3, 4 or the even 6 bonds to the central atoms are the common. These complexes are called chelate complexes. The formation of such complexes is called the chelation, complexions and the coordination. So the central metal atom or the ion together with all the ligands comprises the coordination sphere. The central atom or the ion and the donor atoms comprises the first coordination sphere. The coordination refer to the coordinate covalent bonds, that is the dipolar bonds between the ligands and the central atom. Originally, a complex implied a reversible association of molecules, atoms or the ions through such weak chemical bonds as applied to the coordination chemistry. This meaning has evolved. Some metal complexes are the forms virtually or the irreversibly, and many are bound together by the bonds that are quite strong. The number of the donor atoms attached to the central atom or the ion is called the coordination number. The common coordination number is 2, 4 and especially 6. A hydrated ion is one kind of complex ion or simply a complex. A species formed between the central metal ion and the one or the more surrounding ligands, molecules or the ions that contain at least one lone pair of electrons. If all ligands are the monodentate, then the number of donor atoms equal to the number of the ligands. For example, cobalt second hexahydrate ion or the hexaaqua cobalt ion. COH2 2 plus is a hydrated complex ion that consists of 6 water molecules attached to the metal ion. The oxidation state and the coordination number reflects the number of the bonds found between the metal ion and the ligands in the complex ion. However, the coordination number of the platinum 2 plus is rather than 2, since it has 2 bidentate ligands which contain 4 donor atoms in the total. Any donor atom will give the pair of the electrons. There are some donor atoms or the groups which can offer more than one pair of electrons, such called as a bidentate offers 2 pairs of the electrons, or the polydentate offers more than 2 pairs of electrons. In some cases, an atom or the group offers pair of electrons to two similar or the different central metal atoms or the acceptors by the division of the electron pair into 3 center 2 electron bond. These are called bridging ligands. So these electrons or the donor atom donates the electron pairs to the central metal atom. Depending upon the number of the electrons donated by the central metal to the central metal atoms, they are called as monodentate ligands, bidentate ligands, tridentate ligands. So how we identify this monodentate ligand? If any ligand it offers only the one pair of electron to the central metal atom, then it is called as monodentate ligand. If any ligand it offers two lone pair of electrons to the central metal atom, then it is called as bidentate ligand. Or tridentate ligand, it is called as tridentate ligand because it offers only the 3 pairs of the electrons to the central metal atom. Tetradentate ligands means it offers 4 lone pairs of the electrons to the central metal atom and helps in formation of the coordination compounds. Then it is called as tetradentate ligands. If any ligand it offers more than 4 pair of the electrons to the central metal atom, then all these ligands are called as polydentate ligands. Means any ligand it offers more than 4 pairs of the electrons, then it called as polydentate ligands, which helps in the formation of coordination compounds. So today we have seen about what are these coordination compounds. Coordination compounds in central there is a presence of central atom, and in surrounding there is a presence of ligands. So these ligands are called as a donor atom, and in central atom it is present at the central atom. So depending upon pair of electron donated by the ligand to the central atoms, they are classified as a monodentate ligand, bidentate ligand, tridentate ligand, tetradentate ligand, or the polydentate ligands.